Shannon here, coming to you from the state of California, one of the hardest hit states when it comes to the COVID-19 or coronavirus. I want to talk today about how fear is our enemy. All you have to do is simply go on Facebook or even to your local grocery store to see the empty shelves to know that fear is a very negative emotion, but also very strong in this time. So I want to talk about how we can overcome that during this pandemic. First, keep in mind, you're going to see the number of coronavirus cases, confirmed cases, are going to skyrocket. Now, that's for a couple of reasons. One is that testing kits are becoming more available. And number two, there are a number of individuals who have actually had the coronavirus without complications, some without symptoms at all, that are going to be part of that reported number. Number two, the panic and fear that are a result of the crisis are often much worse than the crisis itself. We've seen this played out before. Consider Hurricane Katrina. Do you remember the scenes of the empty grocery store shelves, people rushing about, trying to prepare or fleeing? So keep that in mind. Each of us, we set an example how we carry ourselves and how we behave around our family members and the general public. Number three, there's actually some good news. The therapeutic chloroquine, which is used as an anti-malarial agent, has been shown in at least an initial test on humans to be effective in treating the symptoms of coronavirus and helping the patient recover much more quickly. Now, why is that important? Well, it's not a vaccine that would help prevent individuals from contracting the virus in the first place. It would allow us to get individuals treated more quickly so that either don't have to go into the hospital in the first place, or if they are admitted to the hospital, we can get them out in a much faster way and open up that bed for other patients. Number four is shelter in place. My son lives in the Bay Area and he's been sheltering in place based on the order there for all 7 counties in that region to shelter in place. Now, it's inconvenient, but he's managing, he's working from home, they're ordering groceries when they need to. Now, that particular phrase has a very fearful meaning because it's historically been used to describe what teachers and students are supposed to do in the event of a mass shooting. So keep that in mind. When you hear shelter in place, you can still go to the doctor, you can still pick up a prescription, you can go shopping, and in some cases, you're going to be able to still go to work. So be sure to check with your employer to see what their policies are. Fifth, limit your time on social media. I have seen so much stupidity, conspiracies, and I've also seen on the other side, I've seen hope and I've seen encouragement and I've seen perspective. But much of what we see on social media when it comes to the coronavirus, I would say 80% of it is negative, whether it's a false conspiracy or it's doom and gloom. So really take a diet on the social media during this time and instead turn your attention toward other activities. 6, reach out and touch someone, just like I talked about in our earlier blog post on Heckam World. I've been picking up the phone more, reaching out to friends and family members. Had a great conversation with my son the other day and just telling stupid jokes and laughing. FaceTiming when we can, or Skype's a great way to connect with individuals. You don't want to isolate yourself, but you do want to engage as much as you can, and we can do that thanks to technology. We can do that on a long distance basis during these times of where individuals are being asked to shelter in place. So in closing, I just want to say, don't minimize this situation, but at the same time, don't panic. Just as the British used to say when they were being bombed every night by the Germans, it was keep calm and carry on. Have a great weekend. And by the way, this Monday on our Industry Leader Update, I'm going to share some tips on how you as a reverse mortgage professional can really keep some momentum in your sales pipeline and the tools that you can use to do that. We'll talk to you then.